Okay, so what is it called? The ineluctable prison is done for now, and I'm pretty sure I screwed it up because I have an extra angel heart in my hands. It's still beating, bleeding, and covered in 1,000 wounds. What are we going to be able to do with this? I've added a pet class to your build just for the sake of another pet. No, we're not doing that. How we ended up with 2 copies of this Grimoire of Beasts is beyond me. I don't know why we ended up with 2 of these, but we did. Kinglaive. Baphomet the Uncaged. We are all children of Baphomet. Read this and pass it on. Idiots. Okay. Inspired Wisdom. Sturdy Snoot. Also grants the +3 dodge when against range attacks. Sure. 6 Inspired Wisdom. That's better, technically, right? Bob. Oh, Bob can wear this one. Little bonus to Bob. Another +1. Okay. So let's check on our army stuff to make sure nothing's going on. Oh, we got movement to do. So you guys are reinforcing going that way. Look, a level 9 army. They've been level... I think they've been to 9. You guys are going down to reinforce the main army. I forget what they were doing. Where is the main army? We're way up there. Went the wrong way, didn't we? Guys, they're up here to kill all this stuff. We sent the reinforcements the wrong way. Oops. There, main army. We don't have to wait for the reinforcements. Forget what we're doing. This is all cleared out. We have to clear this whole area out. That's a lot of demon armies. I say we just wait for a day to get her some more mana back. So let her go. Meanwhile, enter Citadel. Business to take care of. We haven't been gone that long. It's only been a couple of days, technically. I think. Oh, I need a nap. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I need a nap. Anything worth doing here? The angelic host is ascended to Galarian and blah blah blah. So more angels for us. Heart blood. The scouting party discovered a blood spring that heals wounds and can even save those who are terminally ill. The healers are asking permission to use this blood in the making of healing potions, but there are numerous accounts that those healed by the waters of the spring have become most hateful and ruthless. Permit the practice. All units become tough, so +2 bonus saving throws against disease and poison. Reviews this request. Morale increases by 25. Ah. Tough it is. Using potions with the blood from the spring has produced certain results. Many soldiers have recovered and become stronger on top of it. It has become easier for them to recuperate from wounds, and the rage that has awakened within the healed warriors helps them dominate their foes. So, definitely a good choice for now. Decrees. Warriors, more angels, outposts. Generous warriors. There are enough greedy people who are... Okay, so the number of available mercenary units increases by 1 for 14 days. Sure. It'll be fine. Mortal's always lie. If a mortal isn't talking, it means she's busy lying to herself. Succubus proverb. Succubi think so highly of us. There I go. Rest and get rid of all this Death's Door stuff. Oh, we got a bunch of junk to sell too. Yeah. Because it's a haste scroll, because, you know, we can use some more. I've seen Gramps and Great Grandpa Baphomet. I won't be surprised if Mom and Dad pop out of nowhere and trying to wring my neck. Blood ties matter little to demons. Ascendants are just a resource to be exploited. Do not take it to heart, Woldriff. It is best not to think of this again. And do not be fooled if any demon ever tries to lure you into a trap by appealing to a family affection. I have seen such a thing more than once. Oh, look, it's an angel. Targona. Targona wraps her arms around herself and gives you a thoughtful look. I come to you today with a difficult question. Your answer will not just decide the fate of a group of souls. It will determine how history judges your entire crusade. I am screwed, is what she's trying to say. The more lands we free from corruption, the more fugitive cultists we encounter. They are deserters who abandon their former masters and seek mercy from us. Some foresee the demon's imminent fall, while others fled the demon's wrath due to their failures on the battlefield. But, one way or another, we will continue to find yesterday's cultists behind our walls, with tears in their eyes and repentance on their lips. Mr. Kingdom Heartsboy, welcome to the stream. These mortals are traitors and former enemies, but they may also be the ones most in need of your mercy. What will be the fate of these fugitive cultists? Will you allow them to return to normal lives among the Crusaders, or do you think their place is among the criminals of the penal regiments, where they must atone for their misdeeds and prove they have truly repented of their demonic past? Where's Ember? She can take care of this. This game looks fun. It'll keep you busy for a little while. Why should we accept them at all? We fight for all life. Take care that no harm comes to those who repent. They have come home. Ember would be proud. You are truly magnanimous. This may be your greatest strength. I will speak to you again, and there is still much to be done for the good of the Crusaders. As there is still much to be done. Be an mutagen fighter or lich build for your first playthrough. You know there's a lich mythic path, right? Yeah, the lich is a mythic path. It's not a class, it's a mythic path. All those sorcerers make excellent liches. So stuff. Fighter would go legend path, you think.
There are many roads to success.
Please examine items I carry. Ingredients. Future of the sword. What we did all that? Why does this keep coming up? This is hatred from Tendril. What is she on our side? Stuff. Future. That anymore? You? How do you see into the future? I don't care, actually. Okay, so nothing new there. Question with Lich is if you're locked into evil, since I tend to prefer good. Oh, yeah, you're kind of evil. As a Lich, you are most definitely evil. Yeah, it's basically, if it's an evil mythic path, you're going to have to make some evil choices. Otherwise, it doesn't really work. Just like if you go the demon route, you're going to have to behave like a demon. It's just part of the story. And if you're an angel, you have to perform like an angel. You know. The thing, if you go neutral as a demon, you're missing out on some really fun stuff. That's the thing. And you, for the classes, if they're traditionally evil like the Lich and the Demon, if you try to break away from the evil stuff, I don't think they're as fun. Just like the Angel and stuff, if you try to make a neutral or a evil angel, that's not nearly as good. So, I'd say if you want to be good, be good. If you want to be evil, be evil. Don't try to break away from it, because you don't really get anything out of it. So. It's chaotic, so it'll swing its decisions like mad. Well, they're chaotic evil. They really are. Yes, the legend path is you get 40 levels total to play around with. Although classes still top out at level 20. You can have 2 classes reach to 20, or do 20 and 10 and 10, that kind of stuff. But yeah, you get 40 levels to play around with. With, again, cap per class is still 20. Excuse me. Stuff to sell. Ugh, so much stuff. Unholy Flaming Longsword +2. We're not using that. Bellflower's Kiss. So, scimitars in this are not finesse weapons like they are in Celasta and Baldur's Gate. It kind of sucks. Oh well. Dominable Punisher. Tongi. Drowned dog, welcome to the stream. He's a brace your race. It's okay to be a demon and do demon-y stuff. Screw you all, remaining immortal hero. There's part that is actually a story choice that you make without ruining too much. That's actually a decision you get to make. Howling Doom Bastard Sword. I'm gonna be so rich. Oh, when we this composite longbow, vicious enchantment 5, made for the spine of the demon Sabamelech, combines parts of his power. Well, it hits the target becomes corrupted and suffers -2 penalty to all ability scores. These penalties do not stack. Meh. Stringent pacifier kukri. Sacrificial. Goodness will. It's the lines of killing blow. All enemies on 15-foot radius must pass a phase. Saving throw become panic for 3 rounds. Fun. Oh, these are all these guys. Why are they out of range there? Oh, date. Time full plate +3. Hold on to that for now. X86 guy, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Need more breastplates +3. Holy crap. Stuff later. So only 500,000. Boo. Nothing new over here for us, is there? Other than what we just sold to him. What's missing stuff? Oversight. No. Composite holy speed enhancement +3. I might have sold that to him, didn't I? Oh no, I think it was this one we sold. It's okay. We're good. We didn't sell everything we're supposed to sell. Okay. Baldur's Gate 3 was under the radar during early access? No, it wasn't. It was hyped fairly often. Right to at release? Well, everything gets hyped up at release, but it got a lot of press. It got a lot of attention during early access. Okay, I think we're done here. As a streamer, I can tell you, it was hyped. It was hyped. Maybe you guys might not have seen it, but for streaming purposes, it was hyped a lot.
I will guide.
Why are we exiting? Not fair. Baldur's Gate 3 is the Britney Spears of computer RPGs. Which Britney Spears? The young one or the older one? And both is not an answer. The young one. Okay, so here, reinforcements, you guys go. Baldur's Gate is still a solid game. It's not bad. Some people just tend to be a little bit more critical than others, and I've been fairly critical of it. Not to be dishonest, I have been critical of Baldur's Gate 3. Just not as critical as others, that's all. Oh, don't pay full price for it. Never pay full price for a game that's been out for longer than 2 months. And it's been 2 months, so yeah. It should be hitting, well, I would expect a little bit of drop in price by Christmas. If not, is it not on sale yet? I would think it would have been a little bit discounted this weekend. Maybe. But maybe not. Nope, no discount yet? Okay. Well, I would wait now. I mean, you can pay full price if you want to. It's still gonna, if you play the game through, you're still gonna get 100 hours out of it. I would think. Yeah, you'll get 100 hours out of it. So, paying full price, I don't have an issue with. Aaron usually withholds sales for like a year after release. Well, we'll see. Yeah, if you just got this, you just got Wrath of the Righteous. Wait, because you'll get more out of this than you will Baldur's Gate, I think. And having played both of them, this is my 4th playthrough for this one, and I'm still contemplating maybe doing a 5th. But the thing is about doing a 5th is having the time to do it, because we have other games coming out like Rogue Trader, which is coming out soon, as in a couple of weeks. So. Maybe on the DLC, since you only have the base game. I believe all the season passes for this game are currently on sale on Steam. If you got this through Steam, well, you've got it for the Humbles through Steam. So take a look at the season passes, because they should both be on sale right now. Am I gonna do Rogue Trader multiplayer? I really haven't thought about it. $30 for both season passes. Where they're normally, what, 20 each? Fanny, are you going to tell me what a supermarine is? It's a really confused Superman, I guess. $30 for both season passes. I haven't looked. Season pass 2 is $22 on sale. Oh, what's it normally? Because all of season 2 isn't out yet. Yeah, probably the one that came out this week probably didn't go on sale. That's probably why. Oh, we could probably kill you. Well, the reason that the newest DLC just came out on Tuesday, so I wouldn't expect that to be on sale. Oops, wrong button, hand off keyboard. Very impressive. Heal the Minotaurs with negative energy. Wasn't as effective as I was hoping it was going to be. Last Aquarians is the one not on sale? Really? And why did they pick that one as not being on sale? Because that one's been out for a while. That's odd. So the new DLC is on sale, but Sarkorians is not. It's not happy. Look, it's a greater fireball. Sucks to be demons. Paladins. Let's march up here. Hell Knights 2. Ow. Did they bug their price tags? I mean, Steam? Steam never does that stuff. Like, why would they do that? That's just mean, Ring. That's just mean. Season Pass 2 is 23. What does it show the normal price? I could have swore they were hyping the sales prices on the season passes, and by they I mean Owlcat. 29. Okay, so it's still decently off, I guess. Lord of Nothing is not on sale, as again, I wouldn't expect it to be coming out this week. Season 1's one for a lot off. Yep. And that's where the Treasure of the Midnight Isles is in, which is well worth it. So. An army of Baphomet's furious warriors was reduced to dust by the Crusaders. The leader couldn't believe he'd lost till the very end. Even as his life was bleeding out from him, he kept staring at the unholy relic in his hands, astonished. Prisoners have said that this relic, intended to bring death to mortals, was apparently granted to him by Baphomet himself. Breastplate of the tireless warrior, +5 adamantine. Grants its wearer immunity to fatigue and exhaustion effects. Medium armor. Nothing in Season Pass 2 individually is on sale. Huh, wonder why they did that. Probably because the newest DLC is in Season 2. That's why. Anyway. There. Demons, we can handle them too. So it's Moxes, Demodans, and then there's the Bavakias. Look, I bet you guys don't like this. Told you. Need more rangers and stuff. And axe throwers. Oh, look, you guys are too close together. Might just get the Season 1 pass. Last Sokorians, if you like shifters. Shifters class is available outside of the DLC, but the companion, Ulbrich, he's in my campaign group right now. He's entertaining for the most part, and the story's a nice addition too. Go to sit their camp around a black tar swamp, choking on poisonous vapors without sleep or rest. The mortals kept scooping up back buckets of underground oil, an alchemical ingredient that could blaze with blinding flames. Exhausted to the limit, they were able to fight, and their wardens couldn't fend off the Crusaders either. As they were leaving the deadly swamp, the soldiers took everything valuable the cultists had amassed. Resource found, material points 500. Should make a DLC where you can play as mage generals and you can flame strike thousands of enemies at once. That would be boring. What if you don't like shifters? Then you are a horrible human being, Fenny, and need to turn in your human guard. They're way stronger than the main character. No, they're not. The main character can do the same stuff. Hey, Reki, welcome back. Just looking here. One of your party members was has disorienting injury permanent. How do I go about healing that? It should say in the description of the problem. Actually, there's actually a really easy way to do it. Just a second. Let me level her up. Deep defensive order. All units armor get plus instead of when making the total defense action. Attack is +2. Murmuring. Salvage. When enemy army gets more finance points. We'll go with Infirmary just in case. Okay, so the easiest way to do it. Hit escape. Go into options. Go into difficulty. And then remove negative effects on rest. Turn that on. And then when you do a long rest, you go into the camp, it will get rid of it. That's the easiest way to do it. I don't care if it's the honest way to do it or not. They put that shit in there. They put this in here. I'm going to use it. As you can see, it's already turned on. I turned this on a couple of runs ago because I'm tired of dealing with all the negative shit they put in there that lasts forever. So I turned that on and don't look back. Don't look back. It'll save you so much grief in the long run. And as you can see, there's lots of settings you can play around with too, as far as death's door, and all this other fun stuff. So entirely up to you what you want to turn on. Isn't there a corruption mechanic to deal with with rest abuse as well? The corruption is a little harder to get around. The corruption is a thing, and you want one of your characters to be your religion skill focused person. You want to get your religion skill up as high as you can get it. And because every time you do a long rest or camp, that's when they make a skill check to see whether the corruption is worse than normal. And if you fail that roll, it really hurts. So make sure, and it's based on your religion skill. Last feature turned on for the character, inflicting them on enemies. Characters at least to level. Oh, that's right. That could be an ability too. So anyway, kill them down here, right? Oh, dragons. Sorry, not dragons. Well, they are dragons. Fallen dragons. So undead dragons. So we have to kill them with fire. Maybe. Sure, link to a screenshot of it. Sure, go for it, zombie. I think you've been here long enough. What's my favorite method path? Of the 4 I've done, well, kind of 5, because when you do the gold dragon, you have to do something else first. I like the Lich. I like the Lich method path probably the best, simply because the characters in your party change. Well, they can change. You don't have to, but you get companions that are only available to the Lich, and they don't talk. They don't do these ridiculous little conversations. So it's less talky, more killy type stuff. But I would say probably Lich. And it was also my first run too. And not having to listen to everybody talk all the time was it's good. I mean, you still have to go through them because you don't get all your undead companions right away. It takes time to get all of them. But once they get in the group, it gets to be a very nice, calm, and quiet group. Other than, of course, for the zombie modes and stuff. But other than that, that gets, you learn to ignore that. So you guys, look, it's a firestorm. She's almost level 20. Dragons. This mining settlement built by the gold mines wasn't ravaged by demons. A flock of corrupted dragons who allowed greed and demonic energy to taint their hearts filled all the mortals and feasted on their bodies. In the darkness of the mines, they were laying on the heaps of glinting ore until the Crusaders came along and brought retribution to them. Daily income increased 600 finance points. Kingmaker worth it. It's okay. I mean, it's not. I don't like it as well as Wrath, but some people do because Kingmaker doesn't have the mythic paths in it. So some people like that. So my main beef against Kingmaker is the kingdom management because it's not good. It's just a bad system. I don't know if that's Alcat's choice or the way that it's done in the tabletop too, but I just don't like it. I wish I could take it out entirely, but if you do, there's a way to automate it inside the game, but it doesn't really work that well. So it's a pain. Uncat no longer had rights to Kingmaker, and they're not updating it or making money from it. Ah, so they let it go. Again, Kingmaker isn't bad. The story is fine, and that part, it's just the kingdom management is not good. And, yeah.
Guns off.
There we go. How much mana she had left? 72. We'll sit here for the rest of the turn. As part of negotiations to become independent from their parent company, they gave up rights to it. Oh. Well, that's okay, because that just allows them to focus on Rogue Trader, all right? The last time I played Kingmaker, the bugs weren't that bad. There were some in the kingdom management portion still, but for the regular gameplay stuff, it really wasn't that bad. It's just Kingmaker. They are still supporting Wrath of the Righteous. They just put a DLC out for it and a big update to the game too. So Wrath is still a thing for them. They are still making money off it, I'm guessing. Yeah, Paizo is the actual owner of Pathfinder, the tabletop game and everything else. Basically, they license, companies to, or give licenses to companies to make video games and that kind of stuff. But the Paizo is the actual owner of Pathfinder. And they still have issues sometimes with Wizards of the Coast because they have an agreement with them over the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. So it's a very complicated situation. Okay, so what else do I have to do? We did in the prison. Been to the workshop. Spinner of Nightmares did that. Legacy, and we're not doing that because it's puzzle stuff I don't really care about. Not doing that one either. Somehow there's demons up here. Our demon armies are all by themselves up there. Same with them. Wow, it's going to take forever to kill all these armies. Remember, Tabletop Bound being was made partially as a response to whatever the hell 4th edition was. Yeah, the Pathfinder is based off of Dungeons & Dragons 3.5, I think. But they still have to be careful not to step on Wizards of the Coast toes because of, copyright and all this other fun stuff. So I think they have agreements, under the table type agreements. Or maybe on top of the table, who knows. But, yeah. Oh, there's been there. 3.5. People often call Pathfinder 1E. D&D 3.75. But it's not. That's the thing. Pathfinder First Edition is very different from Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. Yeah, they share a lot of stuff, but it's different. To expunge all possible copyrightable content from 2nd Edition. Right. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is 5th edition, yes. Just like Celasta is as well. Forgotten Secrets. There's more puzzles? Yes, there's more puzzles. Celasta was out before Baldur's Gate 3. But yeah. And technically a better combat engine, in my mind. And I do multiplayer Celasta every Friday, so. There's still a lot of adventure paths for Pathfinder, because they're always finding paths, Fenning. I played Baldur's Gate 3. I'm streaming Baldur's Gate 3 on Tuesdays and Thursdays for a few more weeks at least, and I do Celasta on Fridays. Or are you talking to Zombie? Oh, to me? Yeah, like I said, I play Celeste on Fridays, and I'll be doing Baldur's Gate 3 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we do this Pathfinder on Sundays. So as you can see, I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. Hey, Voidlock, welcome back. Yeah, Ring hates bards. We know he does. Baldur's Gate 3 is a bit more iffy. It depends on who you talk to. For me, for the CRPG, for me, of the 3 games we're talking about, Celeste, Pathfinder, and Baldur's Gate 3, the first thing you have to consider is how much money was thrown into each game. Celeste got the least amount because it's a smaller developer, all this other fun stuff. Pathfinder right in the middle there because slightly larger developer, better Kickstarter. And then you have Baldur's Gate 3, which larger developer with successful games like Divinity of Sin, right? Is it Divinity? Yeah, Divinity of Sin 1 and 2. So Larian's got a lot of experience making these games. And if you look at what Divinity of Sin 1 and 2 are, and you look at Baldur's Gate 3, and you get a lot of people saying, oh, Baldur's Gate 3 is basically just another Divinity of Sin game with a Dungeons & Dragons tag on it. Which is fairly accurate, because one of my beefs with Baldur's Gate 3 is it's not a very good Dungeons & Dragons game. It's got Dungeons & Dragons characters in it, you know, and that kind of stuff, but it doesn't feel very Dungeons & Dragon-y. That's really hard to explain, but it's not a bad game. It just doesn't feel like Dungeons and Dragons to me. It just feels like another RPG, and there's that. And like I said, they throw a Dungeons and Dragons skin on it and go from there. So, geez, I'm catching up. I mainly stuck to the older stuff so far. Yep. I don't know where to go with the party. I was good from what little you've seen. Everyone seemed that and not trick Baldur's Gate fans. Oh, sorry, what? Probably what I've seen is everyone seemed way too damn flirty, though. I hear that was a bug. Yeah, one of my big issues with Baldur's Gate 3 is the way the characters behave. Some of the characters start off really angry, not really want to be friends with you, and then something happens, and all of a sudden they want to be your best friend. And by best friend, we mean they want to hump your brains out, and that happens really quickly. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It could be a bug, who knows? But again, it doesn't feel like that's not Dungeons and Dragons to me. So, Sin 1 and 2, Baldur's Gate 3 is Divinity Sin 3. Should have been called that and not trick Baldur's Gate fans. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is not really a Baldur's Gate game. It may take place in the same place, but it's not. Which it was, and when the first trailer came out, when they first introduced it a couple years back, it was just like, and they specifically said this was not a, sequel to 1 and 2. It was a separate, storyline. Which is okay, I guess, but that's not really what I wanted, and it's definitely not a continuation, even though they throw in some, a lot of Easter eggs referencing 1 and 2 stuff, and there's some characters from the previous game and stuff, but it's definitely not Baldur's Gate 3 as far as being in the same storyline as 1 and 2. Yes, they're similar characters and stuff, but it's not really part of the same story. Yes, it is definitely cookie cutter RPG. Don't be beating down Baldur's Gate 3 on being love sims. There's a Sims game for that, All the characters in Baldur's Gate 3 have Social's romantic drive. Wow. Yes, it's called Sims 4. I know. Sims 5 should be out soon, isn't it? I'm not telling Mrs. Gimpy that, but I don't know where to send my party. Other than going, I guess we should go to... I guess we can go to get that over with, I guess. But that's a one-way trip, isn't it? Answer Wrath and holy shit, frat boy party healer. Frat boy? Socio? Is that who you're talking about? You're talking about Darren. Which one are you looking at, Mr. Kingdom Heart? Is it Darren or Socio? The spoiled one. So that would be Darren. That's him. Is this who you're talking about, Kingdom Heart? Yeah. He's not a well, he's a party boy. He's he's got some entertain. I don't really like him. I think he's a douchebag. But he's an entertaining douchebag. This is actually of my 4 playthroughs, this is the only one he's lived through. Just so you know, this is the only one he's lived through. And the only reason he's lived through this one is because I wanted to actually play through with a different companion in the group, and he won. And yeah. So he's still alive, but not because we want him alive. Because yeah, it is because we want him alive, just to see what happens. So. He's basically a dick. He's a douchebag. He's worse than a dick. He's a douchebag. And as Ring says, he's a douchebag. He knows it. And he's not afraid to tell you.
It's time to take a break.
Him and Camille are the ones you know about.
The next break is in 1 hour.
Cammy is one of my favorites. Cammy's she's a good one. She's got a good storyline and everything. Actually, most of them do have decent storylines. But Cammy's a good one. As you can see, Ring and I have different opinions. But I like Cammy. So, anyway. Again, I don't know. I guess we'll have to go down to Is, but we'll do that next week. Because for the Bestow Protection. Oh. When did we get that? It was written fine, but the way the game handles it is not good. Yeah. I hate bards. I don't hate bards, I just don't like them. Your favorite character is Custom Mercenary. Oh, you mean like Veronica? Who, I remember, and everybody makes sure you recognize that Veronica has finally gotten her special ability, looks finally. For those that missed it, as a blood kineticist, she's actually throwing red water around now and not blue. Her blood blasts actually resemble blood. So, you know, it's only taken a little while for the blood kineticists to be, you know, what they're supposed to be. And, but anyway, Veronica finally makes it to blood kineticist with throwing blood around. So, yeah. No, that's not what it is, Voidlock. It's actual blood. And lots of it. So, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take a break. And when we get back, we'll be switching over to the Treasure of the Midnight Isles DLC with Rear Group 10 and see how far they can make it today. So, that's that. So I'm going to get up, stretch some legs, get some water, go check on the dogs, and Actually, do we need to check on the dogs? Or are they... We have dog cam up, do I? Oh, I didn't put dog cam up. Oops. Let me think about... Let me put that up while I'm thinking about it. There, dog cam. That way it'll be up when I get back. So once again, that's Mickey and Rocket over on the right-hand side of the video screen. Mickey is the brown and white one. Rocket is the black and white one. Okay, now I'm going to get up, stretch some legs, get some water, and be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much for watching. And the is it off again? No, it's not. It went on for half a second. Did I turn it off? I didn't hit the wrong button, did I? I must have hit the wrong button. Anyway, be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the dog and cat video.